What's up, everybody? It's your boy Wes Grant. You're watching Sub Urban Nerd. This is a channel where I give my nerd views on today's nerd news. I also give reviews on movies, and today's movie I'm giving a review on is the sequel to The Death of Superman, and the new one is called Reign of the Supermen. Now, I know about the story. I've seen the story. I've read the story, and it's pretty good. The adaptation, I was looking forward to it. Why? Because they did such a great job with the Death of Superman animated movie. Like Doomsday, that I forget what year it came out, in the early 2000s, whatever. It was good. I'll give it that. It was good, but it was nowhere near on the level that they did the Death of Superman. On legit, I cried. Like, I tried to hold it back. Legit tears actually came from my eyes. And it's because I blinked, if your eyes is watering as a guy, you never blink, and I messed up, I blinked, so technically it counts as me crying. But still, it was a good movie nonetheless, because the emotion that they did a great job of, because this is sort of a cinematic universe from the first time, like the Justice League, and the Atlantis, like from those first movies, those animated movies, even the Bad Blood, it's all in the same cinematic universe. The Teen Titans versus the Justice League, that's all the same. So we got to see Superman, we saw him through his relationship with Wonder Woman, and then that ended, and you see him in the Death of Superman starting a relationship with Lois, and you actually see that they actually care for each other, but he's a little bit hesitant. He's afraid to bring her into his world, and she doesn't, she doesn't know that he's Superman. So he finally tells her, and then this is when Doomsday is coming through, rolling through, just messing up the whole Justice League. And then she was like, after he exposed himself to her, he's like, he doesn't want to hide any more secrets, and he left this card on a table, said, "My last secret," and then she opened it and says, "I love you." And I'm telling you, I was already touched. I was touched. But then the end, the way he died, and he went out like a boss. Not like they did where they rushed it in a Batman versus Superman, and they brought in Doomsday and Wonder Woman and all this stuff, and then how he died. Yes, he did die in the same way, but in that vein, you didn't really care about Superman. He was this guy investigating that was a bad reporter. Batman was a bad detective, because they couldn't figure out they were both being played by Lex Luthor, and the whole thing just wasn't working. But this one, it did such a great job. So when the Reign of Superman came through, and all the new Superman, if you got, there's a Superboy, the Eradicator, Cyborg Superman, Steel, when they all come through, it's to fill a void. And then people don't know what's going on. How are these people, these other Superman, where are they from? If you guys don't know, Superboy, he's a genetic clone of Superman, but with Lex Luthor's DNA infused in it. So he's kind of Lex Luthor, hoping it to be Superman's strength, but with Lex's intelligence. Which I'm like, I don't know if that's a good idea, because sure, they'll be under your control, but if it's you and you know how kind of maniacal you are and you want power, if you have a Superman, eventually Superman with your intelligence, you ain't gonna last long. Really, just think about that. So then you've got Steel, who he's a guy that worked at the labs, at Star Labs, I believe, or whichever labs, and with Lex. Was it Lex Luthor's? But it's a scientist, basically. He dons the suit that he makes, and he goes and tries to uphold what Superman stands for. Then you got the Cyborg Superman, which acts like he's a Superman, wants to say he's holding up, is trying to hold up the standards, but he's actually the astronaut that was relying so heavily on Superman. And when Doomsday was coming through, his wife was like, "We gotta get out of here." He's like, "Don't worry, Superman's gonna save us. He's gonna save us all." Just dies, and it was man, it was gruesome. But yeah, so not Doomsday, Darkseid takes him, puts his personality, his mind inside of a cyborg Superman, and his plan is actually to take other Supermen and turn them into these kind of beings that can make a boom tube for Darkseid to actually invade again. And he's actually, succeeding in the movie. And then you've got Eradicator, who Eradicator is basically one of those Superman kind of clones, robots that he has to protect the Fortress of Solitude. That it goes out on his own and tries to do what Superman does, but except he's robotic, so he thinks you just eradicate all bad things, just stop it all, just blow it up, kill it, just stop it from even happening. Don't just save it, just stop it. And this one person, a couple people think that Superman probably should go that route, but he doesn't want to cross that line, just like Batman doesn't want to cross that line. That means you won't be like a true hero, which I understand, because like in my book, my character Spear, he does not want to do that as well. So definitely understand. Reign of Superman, the fights, it was good. It was good. I do like the Death of Superman better than Reign of Superman. Reign of Superman, it was good, and sort of like the other guys, they didn't hold up. The story was okay. It wasn't the best story. It was a simple story, and it was just covering, because Reign of Superman, a lot of people don't actually like that series, that what happened after Superman died. Everyone was just waiting for Superman to come back, and then when Superman came back, it was like weird, he had different powers and all that. But regardless, but everyone just wants to see that black suit. That's all people want to see, and he looked glorious in that black suit. But apparently he didn't have full powers yet. But once he started fighting Cyborg Superman, then got the sun on him, started whooping ass. Lois Lane was a badass on her own. Like she was like shooting with the laser and trying to take him out. And she took a couple of hits until she can open up the side so that the sunlight could get in to give Superman some energy. But Superboy, I'm trying to just think about all the characters. Superboy, he's okay, but I liked my Superboy from Young Justice, and like after watching Young Justice and then this Superboy, like but it was true to the comic book. This whole animated movie was true to the comic book, and I liked it. I like seeing it, and I just love seeing these DC animated movies. They're great. This movie itself, if I had to give it a grade, I'd probably give this movie it's a solid B. It's a solid B because it didn't do anything crazy. There was no like super wow factor. Superman came back and he beat Cyborg Superman, and all that, but there was no like wow, oh that was so amazing. Like, and the DC animated movies have had a couple of those that are really good in this actual cinematic universe, not just the DC animated shows as well, because the Under the Red Hood, that wasn't amazing, but that's not part of the DC animated universe. But as far as this movie, it was good. I know I keep saying good, but that's pretty much what it is. It's not amazing. So hopefully you guys like my review. I didn't try and tell too much of it because I still say you should probably watch this movie. If you like The Death of Superman, it's a good follow-up with The Reign of Superman, and I say invest your time. It had it in the theaters. I didn't go to see it in theaters. I saw it in my house. If you have some sort of streaming service or app or whatever, I'm sure you can find it, and it's a really good quality. So hopefully you guys check that out. Check any of my other reviews out, because I've been doing a bunch of different movies, and I'm doing show reviews as well. I'm gonna probably do the review of the Young Justice season 3, Outsiders. They only have the first 6 episodes, so I'll give my opinion on the first 6, and then when they finish that up, I'll do the whole overall season. But that's gonna be coming up. Remember to check out my Dragon Ball Broly review, and what other reviews I'm doing. I'm just doing a lot. Unboxings, AMVs, I do all of it. So remember to put those notifications on, like this video. If you like this video, remember to subscribe, check out my movie reviews, check out my playlist of movie reviews, or even check out my Superman review, Death of Superman. So remember, I'm Winston Grant, you've been watching Suburban Nerd, you've just been nerdified. Catch you guys on the next movie review.